Y debuta como director. Entonces platiqué con Michael B. Jordan pues sobre las similitudes entre dirigir cine, entre boxear y muchos otros temas. Vamos a ver qué es lo que me contó.
This is your first directing gig, and but you've been learning as Adonis learns about boxing. What would you say that are the things that boxing and directing have in common that you applied?
Oh, I mean, I think it's a dedication, focus, and hard work that you have to sacrifice, you know, day in and day out. Sometimes you have to shut out everything else and just focus on what's in front of you. And for me, it was the movie, you know, and just like a boxer would training for a fight. It's weirdly enough, I was training for a fight and training for directing at the same time. So I was kind of doing both. And it was a transformative experience. I pushed myself to limits that I didn't know, you know, I had and beyond, you know, just like a boxer. You know, imagine never going to the 12th round. You've only, you're stopping guys, knocking guys out in the 8th round, but your conditioning and your endurance, your stamina, I've never gone to the 12th round, but you got to dig deep, you know, sometimes you have to dig deep, you know, on set, you know, you're shooting these crazy hours, you know, and then still I got to go and work out and get back in shape and then do it all over the next game and the next game. You know, some days I had to sit down and look at myself in the mirror and be like, you know, you got to push through, you got to dig deep. So there was just pushing through, I think, was one of the closest similarities between the two.
Will you defend your directing title?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Bueno, pues precisamente hablando de estas similitudes entre la dirección, el boxeo y lo que se aprende y se ejecuta, se ejerce, pues otra de las cosas que Michael B. Jordan pone sobre la mesa son temas que tienen que ver con inclusión, pero no cualquier tema de inclusión. En la película, la hija de Adonis Creed es una niña sordomuda y entonces la película es considerada ya como una película que está hablada en 4 idiomas, dice Michael B. Jordan, que es inglés, español, lenguaje de señas y boxeo. Pero vamos a ver qué más me dijo Michael B. Jordan sobre Creed 3.
The higher you get, the harder it gets.
There's like this stigmatization about boxing, like it's a sport that depends only on brute force. And also, when franchises keep going forward, villains or antagonists also sometimes stay as very basic characters. How important was it for you to have Jonathan and to have a complex antagonist, you know, to change that vision about antagonists, but also to change the vision about the sport itself?
Yeah, I think it was a huge opportunity for us to, you know, give credit, you know, to the boxing culture. You know, any fighter understands that it's not all about force or how hard you can hit somebody. You know, it's a thinking sport, you know, and you're thinking while you're in danger, you know, while your life's on the line. So, you know, the strategy, setting traps, just the internal thoughts of a boxer was something I really wanted to showcase because we've never really seen that in a boxing film before. And also, like you said, an antagonist, not a villain. You know, I didn't want him to be a clear bad guy, you know, especially, you know, going through where, you know, Damien's past, you know, being incarcerated, you know, in the prison systems, you know, and coming out of, you know, the prison system, he's fighting for his life. You know, he had to do things that he normally wouldn't have to do in order to survive, you know, and I wanted to kind of like show that in an artistic, real way without making him, oh, he went to jail, so he's bad, and you know, I'm not supposed to like him. I wanted you to have empathy and understand why he was the way he was. So that was extremely important to me, to have the relationship between Adonis and Damien be very complex. It's not just black and white. It's a lot of gray area, and just like life, you know, it's not simple.
Ahí está Creed 3, que es la tercera parte, probablemente ya el cierre de la saga de Adonis Creed. Ya se estrenó hoy en las salas de cine, así que...
La siguiente va a ser el hijo de Creed, seguramente.
Es que es la hija, sí, y la hija. Por ahí podría ir.
Seguramente sí.
Seguro,
Y sí, o sea, sí está... O sea, no chafeó ni nada después de que van sacando la que sigue,
Paulina
la que sigue.
Greenham, ¿por qué me haces esto?
Eso no se pregunta,
Soy una
Paulina
persona
Greenham.
demasiado transparente, es la menos buena de las tres.
Ok, nada más quería.
Pero
¿Cómo
bueno,
no se
mire, para que vean
pregunta
que aquí
todo?
no se les chorea.
A mí me dijo que todo se puede preguntar y me lo enseñó el señor.
Todo se puede
Yo pregunto.
preguntar y todo se va a
Eso.
Y, pues sí,
Estoy
es
lista
la
para
menor,
contestar.
pero cierra la historia.
Pero
Entonces,
cierra el ciclo.
Vale la pena para quienes sean muy fans de la saga.
Sí, y aparte siempre, esas películas siempre se ven.
Mira,
o sea, tienes que cerrarla. Ya
y
digo
si
que no
no
veas
van
esta,
por,
que es la
y
última.
como dicen, pueden ir por la trama y la trama son estos dos muchachos, pues, muy bien aceitados, con unos cuerpos muy
Muy
espectaculares.
espectacular, aceitado.
Y no es de esas que dices, ay, qué bueno que ya se acabó.
No, tampoco,
¿No?
Se pasa bien. Creo que el problema es que la vara con la primera parte de Creed, así como con todas las de Rocky, la primera de Rocky es la mejor de todas. Creo que el problema es que de repente la primera es muy, muy, muy buena y las
luego
otras
van bajando.
Van bajando,
Bueno.
exactamente. Pero bueno,
La iremos a ver.
váyanla a ver y
Sí,
ya
y le
ustedes me
contamos.
dicen y a lo mejor no es cierto y ya me noquean.
Va, exacto, aceitada. Porque ya va a ser la moda.
Se va a emocionar el público.
Ay, no.
Tus
Bueno,
fans.
pero pues va a ser la moda.